Good morning, everybody. We are going to do a highly requested episode of the news in reverse. This just took like maybe 4 minutes to start recording, like it was thinking. So hopefully we don't have any technical difficulties here, but we shall see. I do have a pen and paper out so I can try and get more specific names of countries or people with some scrying. So I'm going to have that off to the side. And as always, remember that this is an energy reading. It's all alleged, my opinion, not fact. Okay, we're going to do this a little differently where I lay out the cards first and then we flip them over as I've been doing in the other readings. News prediction 1. And as I am starting this, I have something up outside. We have parental figure in reverse, flipping over for us to see. A trash truck outside and some trouble getting started with the video. So those may play into whatever this first prediction is. News prediction number 1, perversion. Anger and rage in reverse. Treason in reverse, parental figure. Okay. Joe Biden's son. DNA. Okay. That. All right. PSYOP, political warfare in reverse. Outer space. Oh, we're going like right into this, huh? Private property in reverse. Oh my gosh. Thought we were getting away from this topic, but I guess not. Perversion, anger, rage in reverse, treason in reverse, parental figure in reverse. Now that Joe has taken himself out of the running, there's going to be some closing up of or some focus on the stuff that was going on with his son. We have DNA here under perversion. Political warfare in reverse, so political warfare being exposed, outer space now that Joe's out of the running, private property in reverse, things that were private being revealed. What can we expect to be the category or topic of what is going to be soon revealed regarding Hunter Biden? I'm going to do 4 cards here. Social media, so something that everyone is going to see, and that was the card that flipped upright so we could see it first. So it feels like it's something that to be talking about. And then we also have the devil card popping up so we can see. The other 2 cards we have are burial in reverse. So something that was previously being spoken about or focused on coming back, resurrecting for everyone to talk about. That devil is evil energy or does not look good for the son, Hunter, and struggle. Something that didn't really give me the full topic. It gave me like the energy behind the topic. So something that he thought was done over, put behind him, not put behind him because I know there's still things going on, but something that was at one point buried is coming back to the surface. It's something that's going to pose a big deal for Hunter. Everyone's going to be talking about it and it's really not going to look good. 2 cards. What is the topic of this? Okay. It's a distraction. If something pops back up about Hunter that is sensationalized, okay, or heavily focused on, it's going to take some attention away from what's happening with Joe. We'll focus on it because it's related, but it's really a distraction. And then what is the topic of the information? Plot twist in reverse. It's nothing new. It's just a resurrection of what we already have heard about and maybe some more depth to it or some more connections involved with it. Hunter's about to be back in the news in a big way is essentially what I'm getting from that. All right. News prediction number 2. News prediction number 2. We have money in reverse popping up for us to see. I'm going to do 2 rows of 4 again. I don't know why this doesn't want to focus. All right, so the card that we can see is money in reverse. This is going to be the new news prediction number 2. Success. Oh. Hidden network in reverse. Confession, making a deal in reverse. Wasn't there something that just came out about Epstein? Hold on one second. Epstein news. Oh, Harris, not American, partied with Epstein. 5 fake news busted. Okay. Dispelling rumors. Photo appearing to show Harris with Jeffrey Epstein as fake. Okay. So confession, making a deal. It's not going to be about that. All right, let's see what the other cards are. So we have money in reverse, success, hidden network with Epstein, confession, and making a deal is reversed. Caregiver, medical staff under money. So people who could have done something to stop or fix something being paid for their silence. Final ending under success. It feels like someone that was involved with the whole Epstein ordeal is about to be back in the news. I would read this as another distraction from what's happening with Biden. It's like, let's poke all the old bears to get people to focus on those things instead of what's happening right now and try and pull some attention away from that. Greed in reverse. We have money in reverse and greed in reverse. Greed in reverse is under that hidden network. So I tend to believe that what this means is they're about to cut one of the low-hanging fruit so that we focus on that. It's going to be something about Epstein and someone he's connected to, someone that they push forward into the media right now to distract us from other things that are going on. And the last card, good, correct, in reverse, under confession, making a deal. So an incorrect hot. It feels like they're rescinding some kind of deal that was already out, almost like you didn't hold up your end of the bargain, so now we're going to push you out into the media in a negative way so that other people see that if you don't hold up your end of the bargain, we can get to you. So essentially, to me, it feels like there's somebody who has some kind of connection with Epstein, and this kind of would make sense because when I just looked on my phone at the news, there was an article about something about Trump's connection, and there was something about Harris's a picture that is fake or something like that. So it feels like those things are coming up because there's about to be real news about someone who is connected to Epstein. And essentially what that is them cutting the low-hanging fruit as a distraction so that we focus back on that once again. Royalty. Okay, so someone important. Treason being exposed. So someone that I almost want to say this is someone that we know about the connection, but we find out more info or we find out solid proof or there's some visual evidence that comes forward that we're like, oh, okay, now we see it type of thing. Corruption. So there's the money exchanging hands. So almost like someone who I almost want to say someone who is paid for their silence, but it's like someone who was paid to be silenced maybe didn't stay silent behind the scenes and they need to push someone into the media as that distraction. Kidnapped, hands tied in reverse. My hands are no longer tied. You didn't hold up your end of the deal. You're the low-hanging fruit that's going to be pushed as the distraction right now. So whoever it is that we see in the media that has some new news headlines that are connecting them to Epstein, even if it's old news, it's new headlines about it. it's because that person didn't hold up some end of their deal or their bargain for their silence, and now they're the low-hanging fruit that's being cut. Allegedly, my opinion. Okay, let's go with news headline number 3. And I'm feeling called to do some scrying, so I'm going to pull my paper under the camera so you can see it. I'm making a whole mess out of this deck. Okay, give me a few moments, please. Okay. Let's see what I saw in this drawing. Trying to get this all in the camera. There we go. So we have snake and backstabber in reverse that we can see. So a sabotage being revealed. The hidden or missing key being revealed. And you know what's interesting? This key looks like a backwards version of this. 4 or flat. Good, correct in reverse. So wrong info. Imprisonment in reverse. So some kind of release. Dismemberment in reverse. So pieces coming together. I'm wondering if this is a submarine or some kind of boat here. Remember or November. I couldn't really make out exactly what I was hearing. Remember November. One second. Oh, okay. So the first thing that popped up when I said November submarine news was U.S. nuclear sub offers show of force in the Middle East in the Israel-Palestine conflict. And that was on November 6th, 2023. In a rare announcement, U.S. says guided missile sub has arrived in Middle East. Again in November. U.S. announces arrival of nuclear sub in the Middle East, November. In a rare public announcement, shared that an Ohio-class sub has arrived in the Middle East on November 5th. Okay, so maybe November, remember November is significant because I didn't know about that. So a year ago, well, a year from this November, last November of 2023, a U.S. sub arrived in the Middle East, and this was, I guess, unprecedented to some extent, or at least a big deal. I think this is a submarine. Remember November, I think, is like all one. So this would be a submarine. I crossed out the sun here. So I kind of take that to mean something unseen, almost like last time we do it and we tell about it, and this time we do something and we don't tell about it, or we try to keep it hidden. This I took to be a flag, so I'm wondering if it's waving the white flag. We're trying to get someone to wave the white flag by a show of aggression. This, to me, I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it kind of looks like an anchor of sorts, since it's kind of coming down from the submarine. So maybe we anchor in somewhere to try and get someone to force surrender using a submarine in a similar way that we did last November. Solved in reverse. Hidden missing key in reverse is over top of it. Stranger. Routine, habit, typical. So remember November. Something that, yeah, stranger is like we do something and we don't want people to know about it. That would be the sun crossed out. Snake, backstabber in reverse is like, I'm trying to get you back for what you did to me. Solved in reverse under hidden missing key is like, whatever we tried to do the first time didn't have the effect we needed it to have, so we have to try something, I almost want to say, on a bigger scale to get someone to wave their white flag. Natural disaster, unavoidable in reverse. So it's a man-made disaster that's avoidable. So it feels like we try and do some kind of show of force that doesn't go as planned or ends up backfiring. Travel in reverse. Something prevents this plan from going all the way. It doesn't go all the way. It gets stopped. It gets sabotaged. Vacation, beach, abroad. We're trying to go somewhere else. Okay, so it's not coming to the US. It's going somewhere else, I feel like, from the US. We try and do something and it does not go all the way through. Why doesn't it go all the way through? Manipulation, gaslighting, and control. That was the plan. I don't even know how to spell that. Orchestrated chaos is what I'm hearing. Orchestrated chaos. Road, distance, journey. That's why we're going there. Witness in reverse. We don't want everybody to see what? Devil. We don't want everybody to see devil. Confirm devil. Medical caregiver in reverse. Royalty in reverse. This is a distraction. This is another, it feels like they're pulling out all the stops on distractions because there's some pieces of the plan or puzzle getting put into place right in front of our eyes that they don't want us to realize is that until it's already unfolding. What is the plan or the puzzle that's getting put together right in front of our eyes that they don't want us to see what it is until it's already in the midst of unfolding? 4 cards. Mind control. Child in reverse. End of the road, crossroad in reverse. And evil demonic. The plan to control the narrative by using our innocence against us or using our hopefulness against us. As I'm saying this, the trash truck is coming back down the street. What is at the end of the road for? Treason in reverse. DNA in reverse. Goes back to Biden. Is it fair to say they're trying to distract us from the bigger implications of what it really means that Biden is stepping down at this time with this little bit of time left before the election? Flight, air travel in reverse. They're trying to delay, trying to buy time before something takes off. What are they trying to buy time? But what is the something that they're trying to buy time for before it takes off? 3 cards. Fraud, cybercrime in reverse. Medical emergency in reverse. Cleanup in reverse. So making a mess to hide or distract from some kind of medical issue, likely with Biden, and the bigger implications of what that means. It feels like this is leading to distractions that then there's some kind of security breach, data breach, or power grid something. Almost like Is it fair to say that what is being set up is some kind of planned issue so that someone else can step in and try and help fix it? Almost like from the other, they'll word it to us as from the other country's perspective. Oh, the leader of that country is kind of down for the count right now. Let's try and do this now. Let's try and do this data breach now. Let's try and do this power grid something now. Is that fair to say? Is it fair to say that they're going to word it as another country must have taken advantage now because of what's happening with Biden's struggle? What is it that's going to be the focus of this orchestrated chaos? Exposed, stalked, followed, accomplice, partner in reverse. So another country going against us that used to be okay with us because they saw something. That exposed, stalked, followed. They'll word it as this country must have been looking for an opportunity, and now that everything is going with Biden, they're going to say they must have used this time to do it. What is it that's the focus of it, though? Like, what is under attack, so to speak? Hotel, motel in reverse. Taking a key back. Getting locked out of something. When you get locked out of something, that would be like a data breach because someone else gets in and you can't get in because they've gotten in and changed your password or something like that. That's kind of what I'm getting. I have some kind of confirmation that I'm on the right track. Plot twist. All right, what about what I said is off? It's not a data breach. Thief. Oh, we get in and we take something, and then, okay. So not necessarily just getting in and accessing something that the other country shouldn't have been able to access. So medical information, maybe it's access to something that's hooked up to some kind of grid. It's like we go in and we're not just looking around, we go in and we take something. Is that fair to say? Psychic abilities, intuition, yes. When can we expect this to happen? In between when and when? I'm going to pull 2. Fall time. So right around the election. Orchestrated chaos right before the election with some kind of electronic issue or data breach in which something is taken. I'm wondering if they're going to try and accuse certain people or certain parties of trying to sabotage the election. October. So the fall time is in October. October is fall time. And October is literally right before the election. Oh boy. All right. If anyone has any questions about this part that I could read on further, let me know. I don't know what else to ask to look at this further or what it could be implying, but if anyone knows any specific, hey, it might be this, look into this, let me know and I'll pull some cards on that. Waving the white flag. All right. Last news headline for now. News headline number 4. Not the same card? Oh, no, it's not. Well, I'll just flip it over because I saw it. It's the wealthy, affluent, upper class card. I thought it was the same card that just flipped over. It was spouse partner, but it wasn't. We have cover up coming upright, being that we can see it. Accomplice, partner in reverse, upright that we can see. So the cards we can see right now are affluent, wealthy, upper class, cover up, and accomplice, partner in reverse. Thief in reverse. Caught in reverse. Law enforcement. Somebody who thought they were getting away with something is about to find out that they are not so lucky. And it's someone with power. And again, this feels like another distraction. I might even title this News in Reverse. What are the upcoming distractions? Because every single one of these has been a distraction. It feels like they're pulling out all the stops to have all of the things that have been, what's that called when you're like in baseball and you're waiting to go up next? What's that word? You're on deck. They've had all these distractions on deck, and now it's like they're funneling them out one by one. They're like, okay, it's time for all the distractions. This is like a distraction parade is what this feels like. So someone with power going down. I thought I got away with it. Thought I wasn't getting caught. Oops, I get caught. What is this about? Debt, cover up, accomplice partner in reverse. So we need to cut you loose. Again, this feels like low-hanging fruit type of thing. We were previously covering for you, but we need to produce something that's going to lead to a distraction. Make it make sense with this last card. Disposing of evidence. So somebody who was covering for somebody else needs to go down, and this is someone in power. It feels like someone who has power was covering for someone who also has power, and that person needs to be exposed. Justice, karma. That person needs to be exposed so whoever they were covering for can also be exposed. That's what this feels like. It's almost like you can't expose one without exposing the other as well. War in reverse. Meaning what? Evil, demonic, medical emergency in reverse. Medical emergency in reverse to me feels like this is someone who's had some kind of health scare in the last 12-ish months. So it may be that people look at this person with sympathy, even if they find out something that doesn't look so good for them. Alive. Yeah, they had some kind of medical issue, but they still are alive. Or it could be a spouse of theirs that had a medical issue. But it's almost like people are going to be torn about this because they're going to feel bad for something that this person has recently gone through. But at the same time, it's going to be like, okay, well, you covered up for this, so you're not all the way in the clear type of thing. Can I have 3 more cards? What is this referring to? Down the rabbit hole in reverse. Marriage, wedding, ceremony. So maybe it is their partner that had a medical health issue and not them specifically. What was that? Hold on. Okay, I'm not looking over. Fire. Oh, I wonder if this is referring to Hawaii. Someone who covered something up about Hawaii. Woods and concealed. Someone who covered something up about Hawaii. Or someone who is in the mix of decision making in Hawaii that happened to cover up something else. And then that looks like, okay, well, what did you cover up in that instance? Because if you're making a habit of covering stuff up, what did you cover up then? If that makes sense. That's what I'm getting. We're going to stop at 4 for now. I'm going to start doing these again on the regular in September when my son is back in school, because I do enjoy doing these. But it's a little bit harder when I'm not keeping up with everything so that I can't figure out what it is that I'm seeing and like put it into the slot. So if anyone has suggestions about what these things may be pointing to, please let me know and I will pull some cards on your suggestions as soon as I can. Please remember, this is an energy reading. It's all alleged, my opinion, not fact.